Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be brought out by their QB, the former number 10 overall pick in the draft from Texas Tech. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Mariota now on second down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mariota on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Mariota. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. He juked him. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take. So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaleel Johnson in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Mariota now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball back away. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Play clock winding down. Here's Mariota. In a heavy traffic.